Thank you very much for the introduction. Yeah, we are on the second life part of batteries, and I think everybody who knows Wolfgang can easally comprehend what we are doing. We are doing what Wolfgang is doing to EV batteries, and we are doing it to micromobility batteries. So basically, those who already got it can now have an easier time listening to my other slides. Because we see that millions of those e-bike and e-scooter batteries are discarded while they still have a big potential to store energy. And that's where we found a solution for, because also we see the EU regulation is also now demanding to prioritize the reuse of batteries over the recycling. And while recycling is really important at the end of a life, it shouldn't be too early to recycle those batteries. But especially with a variety of many different batteries and battery modules and different manufacturers and different systems and all those different connectors, it's hard to put them in one energy storage. So what we are doing is we are partnering with more and more companies, for example, e-scooter fleet providers, to use their batteries, which they discard, and put them into our energy storage. So we are developing this at the moment at Fraunhofer ISE still, where at the heart of our technology, we have what you see in the upper part of the picture, this PCB, which allows us to the flexible integration of up to 10 batteries within one power electronics. And all together can be then inside one energy storage that we can scale in a bigger amount so that we can also provide industry storage. But this would be now the sample for home storage, typical home storage. And this we can sell, of course, directly to consumer, but then also we could be the first sustainable storage that, for example, 1,5 grad provides within their product storage that they offer to their customers. So we are right now a team of 5. In the picture, we only have 4 of us, but 5 at Fraunhofer ISE, and we are also preparing our connection with investors, but also with the University of Freiburg for the battery expertise. And now what we are looking for here, I think there's so many people in this audience that I put some of those things out there. While some of you are some established companies, we are a startup, very early phase. So you might take a screenshot of this or look it up later if you have somebody who might help us with connections to where we can get those batteries from, because all those battery fleet operators, they have to pay for disposal of the batteries, or also I think as a network of TraWeBa, we might have a different pressure to go to the OEMs and ask for BMS access, because it would make things for Second Life so much easier if we would have the access to the original BMS. But also, for example, if you want to partner for product development of our energy storage, that we can partner there, or production facilities, this will help us. We are right now in the process also of certification, setting up which certifications do we need and how can we get them. So if you've experience in any of those fields, or also have investors who might be interested, go ahead and connect us with those. And yeah, also I think it's a topic which is not so hard to comprehend. So I'm also looking forward for your questions, as I'm quite good in the time, I think, that you can, might give me your inputs or your questions for what we are doing. Yes, so we're at the early stage. I have to sum it up. We are still prototyping at the moment, but long term, we want to find a solution how millions of batteries don't have to go to recycling too early, but can end up in energy storages, at home storages and industrial storages. Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks. Hey, Florian, thank you for your pitch. Is there any urgent questions from the audience? Let's see, I think one post, 1 second. I'll scroll down. One new. No, I think there's not a question, but I have one.
You're very good at asking questions, both of you guys. You're doing a great job for the whole audience. You're asking the questions.
Thank you. Until now, and nobody will blame me for asking the question that comes now. I'm just kidding. I'm asking in terms of your business model. I mean,
Yeah.
generally, if you want to have a competitive product in terms of pricing, you try to go on like use scaling effects, right? So Wolfgang, you mentioned them earlier. They're using automotive batteries. So you're going on micromobility.
Yes.
My critical question there is, in my understanding, there is a whole variety of different battery systems. Isn't it quite hard to scale this in terms of building one system that can deal with all those different formats that are out there?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the major challenges that we will
Mhm.
face while scaling. We see at the early beginning that now for the first years, we can rely on those fleet managers. For example, DOT, we can, or BMZ, we can receive thousands of batteries of those. And
Mhm.
therefore, we can also specialize our product around those where we get a lot of the same variety of the batteries. So this helps for the market entry, and I
Okay.
think is a
Mhm.
focus now for the next years. But later, of course, we want to face the challenge of all the variety of battery modules. And I think therefore we have our power electronics is very easily able to handle the differences as each of
Mhm.
those battery modules can be connected with their own um, yeah, um, converter. But I think in terms of not having to take the batteries out of the housing or of the casing and using the plug that they have, I think that's where the challenges arise, and also the different geometries. So we see that there are some also approaches who try to disassemble the whole module and then
Mhm.
to reuse in a second life the individual cells, 18650 cells.
Yeah.
But we think this is too much effort, even though it would help you with the thing that you just mentioned. But I think, yeah, for the next years, we have thousands of battery modules that we can use
Mhm.
in an easier way that we can focus on a few. And especially once we are big enough to partner with Bosch or something like this, they are like 30 or 40% of the e-bike market in Germany. I think this would help us also.
Mhm. Yes, certainly. I mean, once you have a partner like that, where you kind of fit in the loop, on extending the life of their batteries, I can foresee that. Yeah, very interesting concept. And so to everyone, shout out if you want to know more, hit up Florian. Link is in the chat. And yeah, looking forward to see you growing.